So let's sit up nice and tall. You can mute yourselves if you want to. And we're going to start tonight with a breathing technique called nourishing. So I know we've done it a few times, Denise. I'm not sure if you've done it. So if you know what to do, it's alternate nostril breathing. Go ahead and start. And if you want to come with me, place your index and your middle finger around the spot of your third eye between your eyebrows, and then gently place your we're starting with the right hand, your thumb on your right nostril, your ring finger on the left nostril, without squeezing the nostrils. Just keep the fingers lightly there, and just take a full inhale and exhale through both nostrils. And then on the next inhale, we're going to block the right nostril gently. Inhale through the left. Inhale till you're full, but not so that you're feeling desperate for breath. And then hold the breath for a second or two. And then lightly close off the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale through the right. So it's a soft, gentle exhale. You don't want to be feeling like you desperately need to inhale or exhale. So breathe in and out as much as feels comfortable for you. And then keep going in your own time and your own pace. So inhaling through the right, blocking the nostril, pausing for a second or two, or you can elongate it if it feels good. And then exhaling through the left. And doing about 4 rounds in your own time and your own rhythm of breath. Not worrying too much if you forget which side you're breathing in or out of. Just keep going. One round is when you breathe in through the left and exhale through the left. So it's actually like 2 rounds, but that's one complete round. So 3 more like that. Spine is nice and tall. Slight tip of the chin towards the chest. No stress or strain anywhere. Just focusing on the rhythm of breath. For the last couple of rounds, you can pause on the exhale as well if it feels good for you. Just noticing the difference between the inhale and the exhale. It can be a very calming breath, or it can be quite a heat-building breath, depending on how much you inhale and how long you hold the breath for. When you finish your final round, there's no rush at all, just bringing your hands down to your thighs and returning to a normal breath. And just revisiting the feeling of being at one with your breath. Mindful in your body and your breath, no room for anything else. And then when you're ready, gently blinking open the eyes. Just rotate the shoulders twice in both directions. So really shrugging them up towards the ears and then lowering down the back. And then reversing the direction. And then when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, fingertips just graze the earth. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhaling, opening into your cactus arms. So elbows high, the same height as the shoulder. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening through the heart. And then rounding the spine to the back of the room. Bringing your forearms together, chin to chest. 2 more like that. Inhale, opening through the heart. Maybe gazing up if that feels good. Exhaling, rounding the back. Forearms together, chin to chest, belly in. 1 more like that. Inhale, opening up. Keep the elbows high. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhaling, chin to chest, rounding the back. Forearms together. And then interlocking the hands, turning the palms out, stretching the palms away from you. You can still stay in the same shape with your chin to your chest, just moving through the upper back, stretching through the upper back. Inhale, lifting up, palms up towards the ceiling. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, but lower the shoulders. And then release the fingers. Right hand takes the left wrist. Inhale to reach up tall. Exhale, side bend to the right. So both hips heavy on the earth or on the block. You can gently target your left wrist to stretch through the left side of the body. Inhale, coming back up, swapping the grip. Left fingers take right wrist. Sit up tall first, reaching the palms for the ceiling. Exhale, folding the other way. Inhale, coming back to center. Lowering the hands to the earth in front of you. If you're on a block or not, just walking yourself here into a forward fold. Gently drawing the belly button to the spine. Your forehead can lower to the earth if that feels good. Just taking a breath or two here. And then on the inhale, walking your fingers back towards your knees. We're going to come onto all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just move through cat-cow for a few rotations of breath. You can close down the eyes and just feel through the movement in your body, noticing any messages that the body is giving you tonight, any tight spots, any areas that feel blocked, any areas that feel open. So just using this as an exercise to witness the body, listen to the body. You can turn your fingers towards your knees. I always like to do that to warm up the front of the forearms and to warm up through the wrists and come through some cat-cows in that direction. Moving slowly to feel the articulation of the spine. Hips curl in at the bottom of the movement and hips or sit bones tilt towards the ceiling in your cow pose. Heart opens. 1 more like that. Coming back to a neutral spine, turning your fingers back towards the front of the room if they've been facing your knees, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Keep a bend in the knees and really move your hips away from your hands. Move your chest towards your thigh bones. And just take a couple of breaths here. Notice what you can do to find comfort in the shape. Maybe it's a little tilt of the sit bones towards the ceiling, a broadening of the shoulder blades across the back, a drawing of the belly towards the front, towards the spine. And then we'll take 1 more breath here. Exhale to soften. We'll walk our left hand to the outside of our right ankle or to the outside of our shin and twist ourselves looking under the right armpit. So feet stay in the same position. It's just a twist of the upper body, keeping the hips up behind you, maybe peeping under your armpit at the ceiling. And then exhale, releasing the hand, coming into the other side. So right hand to your left ankle or your left shin, even your thigh, wherever feels good. And use that hold of the hand on the foot or the leg to turn your upper back so that you're gazing under your armpit. Everything else stays the same. And then exhaling, releasing the hands. Taking a breath here in your down dog. You can bend one knee and the other if you want to after that. And then inhale the right leg up, bending the knee, bringing the right heel over the left glute. Gaze under your armpit and see if you can see the right heel. Pushing equally out of both hands on the earth. And then looking forward, we're going to bring our right knee to our chest, lightly step the right foot forward and find our warrior one. So back heel onto the ground, foot is at a 45-degree angle, lifting yourself up into your warrior one. So feel your weight through the whole of the front foot, the outside blade of the back foot, bending the front knee, and then think about the hips being flush to the front of the room. From there, we'll look up between our fingertips, open our arms into cactus again. So open the heart, elbows high, gazing up at the ceiling maybe, and then lowering your arms down behind you, beside your hips, starting to straighten through the front leg, bringing your hands to your shin or two fingertips to the earth, finding your pyramid pose. You can adjust your feet if you need to, but they shouldn't have to move too far here. And we're just going to take a breath here in our pyramid. You can keep the knee slightly bent. Start to bend through the front knee again. Inhale, lifting yourself back up to warrior one. Just move slowly so you can feel what's working, the balance in the feet, where the shoulders are. And then exhaling, opening up into your cactus. Push through the feet to open the heart a little bit more. And then hands down towards the earth, coming forward, pyramid pose. Taking a breath here. If it's too uncomfortable to have your fingertips on the earth, you can definitely hold onto your shin for your pyramid. And you can also gaze forward if it doesn't feel nice to drape yourself down your leg. So on the next inhale, we're going to bend through the front knee again. Start to raise yourself up to your warrior one. Equal energy through both feet. Opening the arms out to cactus, squeezing the shoulder blades. Maybe bending into the front knee a little bit more. Fingertips down towards the earth. Coming forward, pyramid pose. Inhale to halfway lift, looking forward. Start to walk your hands between your feet so that you're facing the long side of your mat. Turn your left toes out and find a skater pose to the left. So you can be in a high skater here, or you can come down to Skandasana, depending on your flexibility and how you feel. There's no right or wrong. It's just what feels best in your body and whatever you're dealing with at the moment. And then gently walking yourself back through center, high skater or Skandasana to the front of the mat. From there, we're going to place our left foot back into warrior one, turn our toes to the front of the mat, bring our right hand inside our right foot. You can have your hand on a block if you like. Definitely pressing your shoulder into your knee, opening yourself up for your side angle pose. This feels terrible. You're welcome to bring your forearm onto your thigh. So do what feels good in your body. Taking a breath here. If you've got your hand on the earth or on a block, make sure you press your shoulder and your knee together and just notice how it allows you to open the torso to the side of the room. From there, we're going to look towards the top of our mat. We're going to place our left fingers down in front of our shoulders, our right fingertips opposite, and spring off the back leg coming into your warrior three. Supported warrior three. So fingertips are on the earth, your back legs engaged. So squeeze the muscles, very nice. Flexing the ankle, that's the word. And then turn your toes out to the left. Place your right hand a little bit in front of your shoulder on the earth or on a block. Start to lift your top arm up for your half moon. Keep the eye gaze steady. See if you can turn the torso a little bit more to the left. Toes point to the left. And then gently looking down, stepping your left foot forward into your chair pose, grazing the mat with your fingertips, sweeping yourself up into your chair. Very good. Look down at your toes and make sure you can see them. Move your hips back if you need to, arms up into your chair pose. And then we're gently going to stand up, hands to heart center. Without using your hands, transfer the weight into the left foot, right foot into your tree pose. So it doesn't matter if it's lower than usual. It may well be if you don't use your hands. That's fine. Just notice the standing leg working for balance. And then keeping the hands at the heart center, bring the right knee opposite the left. So your right heel is towards your glutes. Reach back with your right hand. Find the front of the ankle or the foot and then flex that foot. And gently start to make your way into your dancer's pose. So the flex of the right foot pulls the shoulder blade back. And then the lean of the left arm gives you balance. But keep the gaze steady. Imagine you're a wine glass. That's the sort of shape we're working to eventually, one day. And then gently releasing the pose when you've had enough, giving everything a little bit of a shake and a wiggle around. Sweeping the arms up and overhead, leaning back, maybe a little back bend, exhaling into your forward fold, stepping back through a plank pose or not, through a chaturanga or not. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. So making your way there, whichever way you like. Get to downward facing dog. We'll just have a breath here. A nourishing breath, letting something go on the exhale as we come into the other side. So we know the sequence, we know what's ahead. Trying really hard not to prejudge the second side because it may be totally different to the first. So just being in your body and feeling the shape rather than thinking about it. Inhaling the left leg up, bending the knee, opening the hip, looking under your armpit. Maybe you can see your left heel. And then knee to chest, stepping forward, warrior one, left foot forward, dropping the right heel. Inhale, bringing yourself up into your warrior one. So organize your stance so that you feel balanced. You can increase the distance for balance. And then looking up at the space between your hands, exhaling into your cactus. So squeezing the shoulder blades together to open the heart. Maybe bending through the front knee a little bit more as you find the outside blade of the left foot. And then dropping the hands gently down towards the ground to come into your pyramid pose. Your fingers can be on your shin on the ground. You can be gazing halfway, just feeling out one side compared to the other. Inhale, looking forward, bending the left knee, sweeping yourself up into your warrior one. Exhaling into your cactus. See if you can lean back a little bit more. Know where the feet are. That's where your balance is coming from. Fingers down towards the earth. Pyramid pose. One breath here. Exhaling to release. Bending forward. Sweeping up. Last time here. Cactus pose. Opening the heart. Maybe gazing back a little bit more. Hands sweep down towards the earth. Pyramid pose. Inhaling here to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, looking forward, starting to walk your hands towards the long side of the mat. We're going to come into Skandasana or skater on the right side. The skater's high, Skandasana is a little bit lower, but watching out for your knees and whatever else you need to watch out for. And then lifting the hips up, walking down to the other side. Skandasana there. You can spread the wings here if you like. And then we're going to slowly come up, place the right foot down, left hand inside the left foot, left elbow to your left knee, or your left hand's on a block, side angle pose. So feeling into the shape, gently bringing the hips into the midline to open the heart so the torso is facing the wall opposite you. Feel the connection between the shoulder and the knee. And then looking down and forward, we'll place the right hand ahead of the right shoulder, left hand opposite the right, gently spring into your warrior three. So your fingertips can be on the earth, engaging the right leg, belly into the spine. Taking a breath here. If you know you want to use the block for your half moon, placing it under your left hand. Otherwise, left hand to the earth. Right toes to the right wall, in front of the right foot. Opening up into your warrior two. Not warrior two, half moon pose. And then gently stepping forward into your chair. Sweeping the ground with your fingertips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, gently standing up without the use of the hand. Weight into the left foot, right foot to the inner right leg for your tree pose. Just standing here softly, gazing ahead, conscious of the right leg working for balance. And then gently bringing your left knee opposite your right, curling the heel towards your left glute, reaching back with your left hand for whichever part of the foot is accessible, and then flexing the left ankle. Right arm reaches up. I like to bring my thumb and my index finger together for balance, and then starting to make your way into your dancer. The pull back of the left foot gently guides the shoulder back. So in this shape, your torso is parallel to the earth, unlike half moon, where it's turning to the other side of the room. And then exhaling Gently releasing all of that, giving everything a little bit of a shake and a wiggle. And then just making your way back to downward facing dog any way you like. You can come through a vinyasa or not, or you can just move straight into your downward facing dog. From there, we're going to lift the right heel up and find our pigeon pose. So right foot to left ankle, right knee to right hand, coming into your pigeon pose. Flexing the right foot. So in this shape, we want to feel that the hips are facing the front of the room together, not that one's hitched up in either way. So if this is exceptionally uncomfortable, you can definitely bring your left knee towards the arch of your right foot. But otherwise, we're here in our pigeon pose, inhaling to open the heart, exhaling, slowly folding forward. Keep the right foot flexed. We definitely don't want any sensation in the knee. So if you do have sensation in the knee, come onto your back and do a figure 4 instead. So this is an option for a few breaths. If you feel very open in this shape and you want to continue with the theme of the heart openers, you can bring yourself back onto your fingertips. You can bend the left foot behind you, flexing the heel, and reach back with your left hand. And just like we did in dancer, pull the left foot back to open the heart. Keep the right foot flexed as well. You can stay here or you're lying down in your pigeon pose. So doing what feels good in your body, not doing anything that doesn't. If you've got space and you want to bring the right hand around as well and hold onto the ankle with both hands, you can, but again, it's opening the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together, flexing the foot. If you come out of it, doing so very gently, because you may be a bit spring-loaded, and meeting in our pigeon pose here. We'll just take a breath here before we make our way to the other side. So taking an inhale, exhaling to release. Inhale, coming back up, sweeping your left leg around into pigeon shape. So left foot to the left side of the mat, the right side of the mat, left knee to the left side of the mat. Your right leg is either straight behind you or you've got your knee coming into the arch of your foot. So just do what feels comfortable for you. And then decide, will you sit up here, fingertips to the earth, opening the heart in your heart opener. Maybe you're going to walk yourself forward. Maybe you're going to come into the shape that you came in on the other side, bending the right knee, bringing the right heel towards your right hip, and then leaning back with the right hand and holding onto the front of the ankle. It's really important here to gently pull the foot away from your body so that you're opening through the shoulder. If you've got the flexibility and you want to bring the left hand around as well and hold onto the ankle with both hands, you can, but as soon as you make that contact, opening through the heart, making sure your hips are even on the ground. Very nice. Beautiful to see everyone doing their own options. If you've got the leg, gently releasing it, folding forward for a breath into your pigeon pose. On the next inhale, gently walking yourself back, pushing through the hands, tucking the toes. You can come through a down dog if you want to, but either way, gently bringing your belly down onto the mat, legs reaching out behind you, hands under the shoulders, inhaling, opening the heart, so pelvis and feet on the earth, Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, coming down, cobra pose. 2 more like this. Inhale, coming up. Opening the heart. Exhale, releasing. 1 more. Inhale, opening up. Squeezing the shoulder blades, pelvis and feet heavy on the earth. Exhale, releasing down. Bringing your arms alongside the body, palms to the earth, pelvis into the mat. Inhaling, opening through the heart. So you're either lifting the legs up if that feels good. So your pelvis is still connecting you to the earth. You're slightly drawing the belly button in towards the spine to protect the lower back. Maybe lifting, opening the heart a little bit more. Exhaling to release. Taking a breath or two there. We'll do 1 more of those. Really beautiful back strengtheners. There's not many shapes in yoga that build strength in the back. And this is a really good one to counterbalance a lot of the forward folds that we do. So let's do 1 more. Inhale, coming up. Arms float up and back, heart open, shoulders away from the ears. Either staying there or lifting the legs as well. So your pelvis is connecting you to the earth. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Holding there for 1 more breath. And then exhaling, gently floating down to the mat. Taking a breath or two. You can place your palms one on top of the other under your forehead if that feels good. You can windscreen wipe the ankles side to side. And then gently releasing the feet to the earth. Reaching the right hand out to the right. So right arm extends out of the right shoulder in a straight line with the shoulder. Left hand under the left shoulder, rolling onto your right side. So you're evenly stacked. We don't want to be leaning back or leaning forward. You're evenly stacked with your left leg over your right. Staying here if that feels good. Or bending the left knee and stepping it behind the right leg. You can let the left foot roll onto the outside blade if that feels good. Just always asking yourself how it feels and never forcing yourself into something that doesn't feel nice. It's not to say you don't want to feel a stretch. It's always good to feel a stretch if we're stretching, but you don't want to feel pain or discomfort. Inhale, gently rolling back onto the belly. Reaching the left arm out to the left, right hand under right shoulder, rolling onto the left side. Taking a breath here. Making sure the left wrist and the left shoulder are in a straight line. And either staying there or stepping the right foot behind the left leg. Maybe rolling onto the outside blade of the right foot if that feels good. And then inhale, gently releasing all of that, rolling back onto your belly. And we'll either take Shavasana on your belly or you can roll onto your back. If you prefer to be on your back, that's absolutely fine. If you're on your belly, 1 palm above the other, forehead to the back of the hand. Taking a deep breath here. Exhaling into your resting position, Shavasana. Softening everything. Let the body surrender to the earth. Soften the facial muscles, the neck. And then take rest. On the next inhale, gently start to deepen the breath. Maybe bending the knees and giving the feet a little windscreen wipe side to side. And then gently placing the hands under the shoulders and making your way into a comfortable seat. You can sit in Japanese position on your calves if that feels comfortable in your body, or finding an easy sukhasana, easy seat. Drawing the spine up towards the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders down, slight dip of the chest to the chin towards the chest. And just taking a couple of breaths here, observing the body and how it feels after our practice. Observing the mind space. Is it calm? Is there some inner chatter going on, the inner critic? Just taking notice. On the next inhale, keeping the eyes closed if that's comfortable for you, sweeping the arms up and overhead, feeling the palms coming together at the top. Exhaling your hands into heart center. Bowing your forehead towards your heart, humbly and with gratitude. Together we say, Namaste.